The law of correspondence. This law is summarized by the famous Hermetic axiom, as above, so below, as below, so above, often attributed to the ancient text known as the Emerald Tablet of Hermes Trismegistus, encapsulates the essence of the law of correspondence. The law of correspondence posits that there is a direct relationship between the different levels of reality, the macrocosm and the microcosm. In simpler terms, the patterns and structures that exist on a large scale in the universe are reflected in smaller scales and vice versa. This means that the same principles govern both the vast cosmos and the minute aspects of individual human experience. To understand how this law is applied, consider the parallels between the human body and the universe. Just as the universe is composed of countless stars, planets, and galaxies, the human body is made up of trillions of cells, each performing its unique function, yet contributing to the overall harmony of the whole. By observing the functioning of one system, insights can be gained into the other. The law of attraction. This is a powerful universal principle that states that like attracts like. This means that the energy and thoughts we emit, whether positive or negative, attract corresponding experiences and outcomes into our lives. Essentially, we create our reality through our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. A famous quote attributed to the law of attraction is from Buddha: "What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create." This quote succinctly captures the essence of the law, emphasizing the power of our thoughts and emotions in shaping our reality. An example of the law of attraction in action is the story of Jim Carrey. Before he became a famous actor, Carrey wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered and dated it for a few years in the future. He kept this check in his wallet, visualizing his success regularly. Just before the date on the check, he received a movie role that paid him exactly $10 million. Crazy, right? The law of gender. This principle asserts that everything in the universe contains both masculine and feminine energies. These energies are not about physical gender but represent different qualities and forces. The masculine energy is often associated with action, logic, and giving, while the feminine energy embodies intuition, nurturing, and receiving. Both energies are essential for creation and balance. The benefits of understanding and applying the law of gender are numerous. It promotes personal growth by encouraging individuals to develop both their active and receptive qualities. This balance leads to greater self-awareness and emotional intelligence. The Law of Divine Oneness. This is a profound principle that underscores the interconnectedness of all things in the universe. It posits that everything and everyone is part of a unified whole, bound together by a divine essence. This law suggests that every thought, action, and event is linked, and that nothing exists in isolation. To grasp the application of this law, imagine a vast ocean. Each droplet of water is distinct, yet it is also part of the larger body, influencing and being influenced by the entire ocean. Similarly, each individual is a unique expression of the same universal consciousness, and our actions and thoughts ripple out to affect the whole. The Law of Polarity. This is a universal principle that asserts everything has an opposite, and these opposites are fundamentally connected. This law highlights the existence of dualities in life, such as light and dark, hot and cold, joy and sorrow. Each pair of opposites is part of the same spectrum, and one cannot exist without the other. To apply the law of polarity, consider the concept of growth. Just as plants require both sunlight and rain to flourish, human experiences need both positive and negative aspects to foster growth and resilience. By recognizing and embracing life's contrasts, we can gain a deeper understanding and appreciation of our experiences. A famous quote that embodies the law of polarity comes from the ancient Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu. "When people see some things as beautiful, other things become ugly. When people see some things as good, other things become bad." This quote emphasizes how our perception of one quality inherently defines its opposite. The benefits of understanding and applying the law of polarity are significant. It helps us navigate challenges with a balanced perspective, recognizing that difficulties often pave the way for growth and breakthroughs. The law of vibration. This is a foundational principle of the universe that posits everything is in constant motion, vibrating at its unique frequency. This law suggests that every object, thought, emotion, and even atom has its own vibration, and these vibrations influence the reality we experience. To understand how this law is applied, imagine tuning a radio. Each station broadcasts at a specific frequency, and by adjusting the dial, you can tune into the desired station. Similarly, our thoughts and emotions emit vibrations that attract corresponding energies. Positive thoughts and feelings vibrate at higher frequencies and attract positive experiences, while negative thoughts and emotions vibrate at lower frequencies, drawing in negative experiences. A famous quote that encapsulates the essence of the law of vibration comes from Albert Einstein: "Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way." This is not philosophy. This is physics. Have you ever noticed how upbeat and positive people tend to attract similar individuals, while those who are frequently negative seem to draw negativity around them? This is the law of vibration at work. By maintaining a positive outlook and high vibration thoughts, people naturally attract more uplifting experiences and relationships. The law of rhythm. This universal principle states that everything in the universe operates in cycles and natural rhythms. Just as the tides ebb and flow, seasons change, and day turns to night, life experiences follow a similar pattern of highs and lows, progressions and regressions. This law highlights the inevitability of change and the importance of recognizing and aligning with these natural cycles. Recognizing these natural cycles fosters patience and perspective, reducing stress during challenging times and enhancing appreciation during positive periods. In essence, the law of rhythm teaches us to flow with the natural cycles of life, understanding that change is constant and inevitable. The law of cause and effect. This is a fundamental universal principle stating that every action has a corresponding reaction. This means that every thought, decision, and action sets off a chain of events that leads to specific outcomes. In essence, it emphasizes that nothing happens by chance. Everything is a result of a cause. It fosters a sense of responsibility and accountability as individuals recognize that their actions directly impact their lives. This awareness can lead to more thoughtful and intentional behavior, promoting personal and professional growth. The law of compensation. This is a universal principle that states we receive rewards or compensation for the efforts, work, and value we contribute to the world. Essentially, this law ensures that the energy and value we put into our actions will be returned to us in some form, whether it's financial, emotional, or spiritual. To apply the law of compensation, consider the effort you put into a job. If you work diligently and contribute significantly, you're likely to receive appropriate rewards, such as promotions, raises, or recognition. Conversely, minimal effort often results in minimal rewards. The law operates on the principle of exchange, where the value given is matched by the value received. The law of relativity. This principle states that everything is relative and must be understood in comparison to something else. This means that our experiences and perceptions are shaped by their context in comparison to other experiences. What seems significant or trivial often depends on how it is relative to other situations or standards. By recognizing that our perceptions are influenced by relative contexts, we can shift our perspective and better appreciate our achievements. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy. This states that energy is constantly moving and changing form, but it cannot be created or destroyed. Instead, it transforms from one state to another. This principle underscores that everything in the universe is in constant flux, and our thoughts and actions can influence these energetic transformations. The law of inspired action. This emphasizes the need to take proactive steps towards our goals, guided by inspiration and intuition. It asserts that while thoughts and desires are important, they must be followed by deliberate action to manifest desired outcomes. It bridges the gap between dreams and results, enhancing personal growth and success.